Hello guys, welcome to a new what if. I do not know if this is unique, like if I'm the first one, because I have a ton of ideas for movies, so I'm saying it in advance. I'm sorry because this contains spoilers of parts of the movie, so yeah. If you don't want to be spoiled, then leave. And by the way, I did get the comment section because I'm dumb. And for that, I'm gonna make a 40 minutes video. Yes, that's how long I'm gonna make it. So I'm sorry for what I did, and I didn't know that's how I turned the comment section. So yeah, see you in the video. Hey guys, it's a what if Deku was in Love and Monsters. So we start off at the Quirk Doctor. Yes, only that because nothing different. After that, there's nothing different. And the Quirk Doctor was there, waiting for the children to get checked out and check what's their quirk. But one of them stood out. It's Deku. Yes, him. Well, he doesn't have a quirk, but a power, mental power, that makes him learn any weapon and create them. Not like a creation's quirk, like he can create them with his bare hands. Like wherever he finds, he can create a weapon. So that's what power I'm gonna give him. Because how is he gonna live through this world? But comment down below what the ship is gonna be, because Yurika will never meet Deku because in one point the thing will happen. And so we go off after the attack of no after, in the attack of the sludge villain. After the attack, Ishiku asked All Might if he could be a hero without a quirk, and All Might responded by no. You can't be a hero without a quirk because you will be hurt. There's powerful people there. And immediately Ishiku gets his heart broken, literally. And that's when the attack happened. The thing, the gods. So yeah. What are those? Well, who cares? Red lights appear in the sky. A giant creature appeared. No, I mean, a giant creature was attacking Japan. No, bunch of creatures was attacking the whole world. And so on. All Might took everybody he could to UA since that's the only place that's safe from the monsters, since that place has a bunker. And so on, they're gonna live in there for the rest of 2 years. So yeah, 2 years, no, 5 years. 5 years happened, and Isiku's now, how do I say it? I forgot. 19, yes. And he's still in the bunker, useless. He's useless because he doesn't know how to do almost nothing. He can create guns and weapons, but he doesn't know how to use them, so he has to use his instincts to shoot. So he can only create and cook for them. They like his cooking, so yeah. They had a bunch of animals in there in order to get meat and also plants, so they can eat still vegetables, even though there's not that much, since most of it got destroyed because there was multiple attacks of creatures, unknown creatures. So we go off when Nisuku is sleeping. By the way, everybody in UA has a mate, but he's the only one who doesn't. Yep, yep. Well, except for tell me in the comments below who should it be in order for me to ship him with Deku and so on. So after after that, Isuku wakes up to cook for him, and immediately alarms go off, and Nesu goes, "Alarm breach! Alarm breach! There's a breach in our door." Yes, there's a door that leads outside, and so on. And the heroes get ready to kill that thing, well, most likely to capture it because they need to investigate what caused that, since they didn't know. Deku immediately breaks. He runs through the creature. Hold on, let me show you what creature it is. I don't know what time skippable way it will be, but leave now if you hate bugs because mutations are gonna happen. So yeah, this creature attacked, and so on. So after he attacked the creature, Deku created a gun immediately and shot it, but missed. It only hit this part, this. So its arm got off because its weapon it's a shotgun, and so on and so on. He managed to defend the place because the heroes thought it was in another place, so he has to defend the place without the heroes. He manages to destroy most of his arms, but one of the arms hits Deku. And after that, the creature goes after Deku and injects a sustenance. After that, All Might destroyed the creature because he wanted to save Izuku. So after he saved Izuku was unconscious because of the liquid. I won't tell what it is yet. I won't tell what it is because it's gonna be awesome when I'm thinking of a plot with that. So after he was injected, he was knocked down. And so All Might took him to Recovery Girl. I'm gonna call her RG because that's shorter, and I've seen it in a bunch of texts and a bunch of places, videos. I mean, and so on. After Izuku wakes up, he notices I can't spell right. He notices that the entire base is abandoned, and there's a note saying, "Sorry, Izuku. Sorry, John Midoriya. We have to leave. We've been discovered by multiple creatures that are on our way here. So you better leave before this entire base gets destroyed." And Deku immediately jumps out of his bed and runs to the guns, but there's nothing, only a few items, so he can create one. He manages to create a crossbow. Yes, a crossbow. So, hold up, I need to change this. So after that, he managed to get outside and saw the entire city. Hold up, let me get a picture like one. Just imagine that, but with a tall city. Don't worry, this is not a spoiler. This is from a book. So yes, Love and Monsters comes from a book, and so on. That's how it looks like, but with tall buildings and all completely made out of plants. After that, Deku saw a creature. It was a weak one since it was small. Hold on. He found a constructor, because the constructor jumped to grab Isuku's leg. Isuku manages to avoid it in time. So the constructor wasn't alone. He came with a queen, a bigger version of a constructor. You know what a queen is because it's from Love and Monsters. But if you don't know what it is, it's basically this, but a bunch more bigger. That can eat a whole human. So after that, Deku manages to kill the queen because of a grenade that he had. And he killed the constructor by killing it with the crossbow by a lucky shot because when he fell, the constructor jumped and Deku immediately used his instincts to shoot randomly and he shot him in the mouth. So yeah, he managed to kill him like that. It was a lucky shot. Yes. So he goes now to where the new bunker is supposed to be, but it's very, very far. Really very far. Because it's like at the bottom of Japan. That's how far it is. So Deku has to get there alive. We found a hotel, an abandoned hotel. If you know what I'm going to do, hey, you've seen the movie. But if you didn't, no. You need to leave right now because this is a part of the movie. All the monsters that I showed, it's also from the movie. So yes, you've been warned. In there, he finds Mavis, an AI that was deployed by the USA, in order to recollect information. And so Izuku sat next to it since he thought that it was off and didn't have any battery. And so when he sat next to to Mavis, immediately she woke up and talked to Izuku about everything that's happening, of how that happened and why are the creatures growing bigger, stronger, better. And so after he talked to Izuku, he collected information about some monsters. And yes, Izuku has the book. The Book of Monsters. Yes. You know which one it is. So Izuku write it down all about the monsters that he heard and managed to gain new information and so on. Maybe it's the same scene in which she showed about her mother since Inko died and they managed to get in the bunker. Oh frick, I forgot to do that. I forgot to say that. Sorry in advance. Well, sorry. Inko died. I'm so forgetful. So after she died, Deku didn't have a photo. And so, you know what happened? Maybe gave him a photo of Inko. And Izuku was crying because he didn't have a photo. Was crying a lot. Immediately, the sky was shining. You know what's in the... Sorry, I had to find fan art in order to get it. I didn't find it. So, just imagine... He was... It was beautiful. Very beautiful. He spent the night at the hotel because he needed to rest. And maybe he did die, unfortunately. But Izuku did take it with him in order to see if there was batteries for her. After a while, Deku found two special people, and you know who it is. You know who it is. You know who it is already. And so, yes, he did find this too. And the dog was already with him. So he found them and also recollected information and went with them since they were traveling at the same place and so on. They found a snail, and you know what scene it is? Yes, hold on. Yep, the snail. I can't find another one which is alone, so and so on. That he found this snail, and they weren't being pursued, but he did need to give up his shirt because they were still being followed by constructors. So yeah, no constructors. Yes, constructors. So after he managed to get into a mountain, they saw what's happening around them. They found two giant creatures, two cockroaches. They were fighting for their territory. Literally, they were so giant, enormous. Imagine a house, yeah, that big. So they didn't want to go there anymore because the monsters were too dangerous from there. He noticed until that time. And so, since he was up there, he managed to get a signal from UA that says change of plan. We're moving to USA. We heard there's a safe place. I repeat, we heard there's a safe place there. And the transmission cuts down immediately. So after that, Deku managed to hold his tears for now, because in order for him to go to the place, in order for him to go to that place, it's impossible because the only place that's near him, and that has a boat in order for him to go to USA, to America. He it was completely filled with monsters, like literally filled with monsters. And remember that fluid? Yes. Immediately the fluid activated and mutated Deku. It upgraded his senses, speed, abilities, intelligence, literally everything. Well, except for his aim, that's still bad. And he did train with them. Hold up. He didn't train for those two, and he's still bad. He managed to hit a couple hits, but the third one, he always manages to not hit. So after that, Deku told the two to go to a mountain. Since he was smart, he noticed something weird, that they were being away from the mountains, not near them. So, yep. And so they agreed, but said to Deku, "Are you gonna come with us?" Deku said, "Sorry, no can do. I need to go to my family." And Deku says, "Okay, it's your death." No, they didn't say that. Okay, we hope we see you next time. And so he go to depart to the place. And he wanted to go to them because he wanted to say to them that they need to go back and go to the mountains. Yep. So after that, He finds a house with another maybes, but fully destroyed. It did have a intact battery, a full battery. So yes, we're having maybes again. Yes, out of all the characters, maybes is my favorite. So don't judge me. So she did turn on and recollected some information because she got deleted. And she didn't know who Deku was and notices his feet. Maybe says, "Where am I? Who are you?" And Deku responds, "Oh, hello, maybes. You don't remember, huh? Oh, wait, I forgot. You eliminated your memories." And maybe says, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that sequence." So you know about us, maybes. The response, yes, you're the artificial intelligence that recollects information for the doomsday that you were made. And maybe responds, yes, like now. And immediately Deku responds, oh, sorry, you didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Hello. You didn't see nothing. Okay? You didn't see nothing. So, that's that. Deku manages to find a monster and maybe recollects the information. It was another cockroach. It was bigger than the others, literally a ginormous cockroach. Imagine like a cargo plane from GTA. Yes, that big. So yeah, Mavis recollects information, and Deku gives information about Mavis and what she forgot, and more information about the monsters. If you don't know what the monsters type are, you better leave. Nah, just kidding. There's lizards looking things can't climb. That's the only thing I know. I forgot about the others. Oh yeah, bugs don't have great eyesight. And there's peaceful monsters that you have to see in their eyes. Yes, I forgot about the others, but I don't know if there's more. So yeah. Deku goes around a place, a dead place. Oh, you do know where we're going after this, so finds a dead place and immediately steps on something. And if he feels it moving again, if you hate a lot of legs and a giant bug, please leave for your own safety. Yes, he did find a centipede. After he found it, it stared at Isiku, literally in his soul, even though if he couldn't see, was staring at his eyes and soul. Maybe he's recollecting information and knew what type of monster it is. So after that, they didn't move nor speak, and immediately the creature got back to where it was. After it got back to its original state, Deku found a bunker which was abandoned again, but filled with ammo, guns, materials. Deku took all the guns and materials, literally. So after he took all of the materials and guns, he was loaded with things, literally loaded. Yes, this will be a movie, so this will be a one part thing because it will be short, literally. It won't be that long because it won't be episodes because this I'm running out of ideas. Okay, we'll only put like movies, so that's why I'm putting this as a movie. So yeah. So yeah, they slept in the bunker and immediately heard creatures coming again. So he prepared, and he was like the Doomslayer when he found the creatures reap and tear. Rip and tear. I don't forget how to say this. Okay, so he kills all the bugs and monsters he finds in his way since he's loaded. So he managed to go to the port and kill all the monsters that was there. And noticed that their ship was gone since somebody took it already. And Izuku was trapped there now. Alone. Surviving alone. And immediately he found someone. Eri. Yes. Who took the ship was Overhaul and left Eri to die. Eri managed to survive because she was hiding under the port. So that's how she managed to survive. Deku found her because she was crying and he heard her. And after he went after Eri, he grabbed Eri and said, "What's wrong?" And Eri says, "I was left behind." And so Deku, his eyes widen in anger, literally. So some monsters appear, and in a blink of an eye, Deku kills all of them. Literally. Eri is scared. Literally. Yes, I know I've been saying literally a bunch of time. What? So I'm sorry. I'm not fluent English, so sorry. So immediately, immediately I managed to mess up. Oh, wow. So yeah. Oh, I don't have that much time. So yeah. After he took care of Eri, Deku began running back to his friends to the mountains. He did find one creature, one powerful of them all. Yep, you know what, the cockroach. Yes, I don't know what's me and cockroaches. So yeah. No, yes, the cockroach. He managed to kill it just barely, since his ammo was literally like going low. Since he took it, because bullets wasn't working against him, so he had to use a rocket launcher. But also, he needed to use bullets on his arms in order for it to not kill him instantly. So he managed to kill the creature, barely. After that, Deku went to the bunker, the same bunker that he found the guns and weapons. He repaired it and got some energy and talked to UA. Deku to UA. I mean, Izuku to UA. Izuku to UA. UA responded with, "Izuku, young Midoriya, are you alive?" And Izuku said, "Yes, I managed to hold off the monsters for now." And so on. All Might says, "Young Midoriya, are you okay? Where are you?" And Izuku responds, "Sorry, I can't go back with you. It seems that it's over for me. Because I was left behind. There's no ship left. I'm alone now. Until we meet again, All Might, I will have to fight back the monsters and go to the mountains to survive." And All Might said, "Young Midoriya, what are you saying? You can't do that. Come on, you can't give up already." And Ichigo responds with, "You haven't been through the hell that I've been in. Yes, Izuku did get damaged from the monsters. So yes, he has mental scars and physical scars. So after that, after All Might said, Young Midori, come on. You need to come back with us. You can't be staying up there. You will run out of ammo. And Izuku responds, I can make them. I need the resources, even though I don't have them right now. And All Might says, then come back with us. And Izuku responds, I told you, there's no ships. No ships and planes. The planes were the first things that were destroyed. And so I'm gonna be left behind with the monsters. And Izuku tells All Might, well, All Might, how's the weather there? Are the monsters destroyed there, or am I the only one? Or is this the only place that still has monsters? Only response, yes. Sadly, we lied. We wanted to send a nuclear strike to Japan and destroy all the monsters, even though it did cause it, the nuclear strikes to the meteor did cause it, and so on. Deku was sad since he was left behind to die. Yep. Normally responded, don't worry, Midoriya. You won't die in vain. You'll live in our hearts. Since you managed to kill so many creatures, you will be remembered as the #1 hero. Izuku immediately smiles and says, well, All Might, I think this is goodbye. And immediately there's trembling, and there's giant flames appearing. He goes outside and sees a nuclear strike. And he goes, so this is how it's gonna end. I'm alone. All alone already. When he sees Eri, he closes the door immediately and creates another door in case if that doesn't work. He locks himself in a place that he made in order for them to survive. Yes, the nuclear strike was powerful, but not powerful enough to kill Deku and Eri. They didn't kill the two persons because they were in a mountain, not a populated area, but they did manage to get hurt from the radiation because the mountains were being nuked because of the monsters that were there. There weren't that much monsters, so they only sent like 2 nukes in the mountains. And so on. Deku lives, but he's not the only one. Yeah, there's one cockroach that survived, boy! No, just kidding. The monsters survived, especially the reptile ones, because they were hiding in the water. Some of them were hiding in waters, jungles, cities, and in caves. So the ones that were hiding in jungles and cities died. But the ones that were hiding in caves and underground survived. And in water. So yeah, they survived. Some of them that were underwater because some of them were in pools that were short, literally. Yes, I am that type of guy that says literally all the time. Yes. So, best believe it. So, yeah. After that, Deku goes out and sees monsters rising from the ground. And so, Deku immediately closes the door and hides in there for 2 days, since that's how many days it took for him. No, I'm gonna leave it there. He survived with Eri. If you thought I was gonna kill the main protagonist, hell no. Just kidding. I may kill him and exchange it with Kakan. By the way, But wait, Bakugo did cry because his only friend was about to die, and he was left behind. So yes, Bakugo was crying because he was the only one that he cared for Bakugo. So yeah, he's the only friend. He went to, yes, he did go to UA. They were, I mean, with class 1A. So yeah, they were still being taught all those years, and class 1A is still their friends. All of class 1A was crying, including the crush, the loner, the one that didn't have a partner. You tell me what the ship is so I can reship it. Now I'm thinking of putting another part 2. I don't know, just comment down below. I don't know what to do. So yes. How's the day going? Yeah, sorry. Okay, it's time for me to end it. Goodbye, my fellow tree nation. Hello. One thing that I forgot to say is that Japan is the most concentrated area of monsters, so that's the only place that they can't control. So that's why they send in nuclear strikes. I forgot to say that. I'm sorry.